Good evening, folks. Good evening. This is Spirit Journey. Today is Saturday night. Yes, Saturday night. It is April 2nd, 2020, and the time is 9:35 p.m. What a beautiful night it is. Yes, I'm in bed right now. I have my little babies with me. Yeah. Yes, I had a nice day. It turned out to be nice. There was some challenges, but it was just absolutely gorgeous outside. It was in the 60s, six zeros, and this afternoon I went to the pier, and a lot of other people were there. Yes, some people had the masks, some didn't, and cut out, Lavin. Yeah, and some of the people that had their masks, it was below their mouth, and mine was too. Okay, yeah, yeah. The air was smelling so good, and I needed some air. When you're indoors for days, and it was raining, you need fresh air. And it's kind of dangerous to walk around with a surgical mask or those the what do you call it, the N95s or the P95 masks that construction workers wear. Now, these masks really, when you're out and about walking around and everything, it's not made for you to exert yourself. You could pass out. Yeah, you're not getting in enough oxygen, and the carbon dioxide builds up in your system, and you could pass out. And sometimes I feel a little like I'm not getting enough oxygen. Because when you're getting a good walk, you're getting that momentum going. Your heart rate speeds up. You're going to require more oxygen. And I already heard that one person died while driving with a mask on, you know. So it's not always the best thing to be using, especially if you're going to be busy. And I'm also hearing that the masks do not really block out the virus itself, that the virus is smaller than the holes of the fabrics that's being used. But I think it's not so much about its permeability. It's just to kind of like serve as a wall, so if someone's talking, the spittle doesn't go anywhere around your nose, mouth, and then you have the goggles so that none of those particles will go in your eye membranes, you know. But yeah, I had a good day. I I had a smile on my face when I saw that the sun was out early today, and I heard it was going to be a warm day, and yes, it was. It was absolutely beautiful. And the center of my chest faded away, the pain that I was having for a couple of days now. I went to the pier where the water is, and I had an opportunity to take some real deep breaths, and it felt good. It felt very, very good. And I'm very grateful, and I was given a word of thanks when I was outside that it was a good moment. And I wanted to thank life for those blessings that it provides. And you know what else? I met someone. This individual actually lives in my building, and I had talked to him about. It was about 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. I spoke with him, And anyway, well, he was at the pier. He got there after I did, and he recognized me in small talk. And it's really something. This person is a senior citizen. They could be in their 70s, 60s, 70s. And I mean, the guy is very fortunate. I believe he lives alone. And he was telling me something, and it reminded me how selfish we could be. Again, I don't really know this guy well, but what he was saying, it kind of, you know, sometimes people don't really realize what they're saying, and maybe it's a gender thing, I don't know. But either way, he belongs to a, what do you call it, senior center. He gave me the name, but I don't remember the name. But he belongs to a senior center, and the senior center, I guess, gave out his name. He gets free meals. They home deliver meals to him. And other organizations send him food. And I said, wow. I said, boy, I know some people having a hard time trying to get food to their place. And he was saying, what I don't like about it, they just have the same thing. They have the same thing. Oh, chicken. I don't like, I don't want to eat chicken, blah, blah. I don't want the same thing every day, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, I didn't say anything negative, but I responded to him, well, I guess you have an angel that is watching over you. That's what I said. Because the guy is a good guy, I think. I've spoken to him. He seems like a nice man. I was just surprised. So I didn't really, I didn't feel it was my place to reprimand him. But I said, hey, you must have an angel following you, watching over you, because there are people out there who don't, who would love to get some food, So I thought, like, it seems like in societies where people are catered to, and again, this service that he's getting with the free food from numerous agencies, whatever, it was unsolicited. He didn't ask for it. And you know what else? They even called him every day to make sure that he's okay. And I was like, wow. I if I see him, I want to get the name again. Hey, maybe I can join his, find out what the criteria is, how old you have to be to get on their list. But that, how many people would love that? Human contact. So someone calling you every day to make sure you're okay, and you get free meals, so you don't have to cook. See, a lot of men don't cook, and it seems, and I guess he's what they consider old school. He's in his 70s, and men in general aren't really encouraged to cook. They eat out. They don't like to clean their own place or cook their own food, so they eat out or get a maid or something like that to do the cleaning for them. Yeah, it happens in my building. You have people, they have a lot of people who does the laundry, things like that. That people pay for that. Yeah. These young folks here, they don't believe in doing laundry or tidying up the place. They don't do it. They go get their Starbucks or a little quick sandwich. They don't cook their own food, and that could be dangerous. I think people. My mom always cooked her own food. I mean, once in a while she did get some fast food, but she's a homebody. She comes home every day, cooks food for the family, and she's 91. But these people who eat out, you see all those health conditions they have. Or remember a couple of weeks back ago, I talked about the bodybuilders and how I thought bodybuilding was about health, and then to find out that a lot of these bodybuilders, they die by the age of 45. Those real heavy players, really into it, because of the steroids and all this other gobbledygook they take. So yes, they got muscles, but I'm learning that, see, all that is a veneer. They want to look the part, but not be the part. Hear that? We like to look a certain way, but not be that which people see. And it's amazing. And so here, this guy that lives in my building, a senior citizen, received a blessing from multiple streams, and is complaining because it's the same meal. Saying, but all the breakfast is one thing, and then all the dinner is something else. What they have for dinner is the same thing for dinner. What's for breakfast, same thing. See, with me, I'm pretty straightforward with food. I do most of my cooking, but I do like buying out too. Like today, I bought a whole chicken, a baked chicken. I brought it home and had some, shared some with my little baby doggies. But yeah, I cook my own food. But I'm not picky about eating. I'm really straightforward with eating. I knew a coworker, and I didn't think anything of people. See, people watch you. People watch what you do, what you eat. And for me, I thought back that this is many years ago, maybe 30 years ago. I just thought I was like everybody else with eating. You eat to live. This coworker said, "Oh, I never met someone. I mean, I wasn't even eating at the time, but she must have maybe seen me eat before." She says, "You're the first person who eats to live rather than live to eat." And I never heard that before. And I had to think about it. I said, wow. But yeah, people, a lot of people, they eat and they don't appreciate where the food comes from. I know what it's like to not have enough money to buy food. And so you do start to lose weight when you don't have a lot of food to eat, So hearing this person, because he gets food, he was complaining. And I said, wow, so many people would like to have home cooked meals. I mean meals delivered, and something to call them up. We have to stop, giving thanks for what we receive, This other thing I want to talk about, I found out with David Icke. He's the alternative news person, and he has interesting topics about reality. His YouTube channel was pulled. They're going to have tomorrow, he's going to be a guest on this other YouTuber's channel. Okay, it's called London Real. This person that's going to interview him. There's London Real, the YouTube channel, and then London Real also has their own website. So I assume it's going to be on the website. Again, the name is London, like the city, and Real, REAL, real.com. I think that's what it is. And he's going to interview David Icke. David Icke's channel was pulled from YouTube, and the person that's interviewing him is being greatly censored, and so this upcoming video, I mean, the what do you call it, live interview. It's going on the East Coast. It's going to be 10 a.m. East Coast. If you're in Britain, it's going to be like 3 p.m. their time, London time. Yeah, so it's like 3 o'clock London time, 3 p.m. in London. And then in the East Coast of the U.S., it's going to be like 10 a.m. So wherever you're located, you could find out what time zone you're in, and look at it when it's that time. It should be really controversial. It's about our freedoms. Our freedoms are being taken away. Freedoms to go to certain places. Freedom of speech on your own channel, even though you're not cursing or anything like that, but you're expressing your opinion or theories. And if you're really considered a threat, they can remove your channel. So first they pulled a video, one of his interviews. That was like a week or two ago. And now they pulled his channel. And his channel was very popular. I think it was at 1 million people or something like that, 1 million subscribers, but it was a good, had a lot of traffic. So they can pull it, and then you lose your income if you're monetized. So I do want to see that. I want to see that interview. Yeah, I want to see. I want to find out what other new information. I saw the interview on London Real's web page. They have the video that was pulled on YouTube from them, that the interview that they did. But now they're going to have another live interview tomorrow, on Sunday, the April 3rd, 2020. And yeah, so those of you who know of David Icke, or the guy on London Real channel on YouTube, yeah, spread the word. It's supposed to be really interesting, and they're going to discuss what's going on. I definitely want to find out what's going on. Yeah, it's our freedoms are being greatly taken advantage of. There was something else I wanted to talk about. I don't know. With this coronavirus and what's that called? Coronavirus and Covid-19. Yeah, I speak those words boldly now. I don't want to hide it, because a lot of us don't say anything because they might demonetize. If they do, so what? I'm at that point now. But yeah, what's really troubling with this virus scare is people, relationships with people, and the worst type of thing that one could experience is the lack of receiving love. When you're in a crisis, health crisis, and the people that's supposed to love you show you repeatedly their lack of love or concern, that's one of the worst things you can do to people, the people that you love, and for someone that you love to do something that really shows you how they really think. On one level, COVID could attempt to have people try to come together, even though there is a shutdown and what's that word? Quarantine, or you can't go out and visit. And so people might find other ways of communicating, like texting or emailing or even FaceTime or Zoom. And on one, you start to think, hey, maybe, we're coming together as a family. And then you see that, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. And it makes me sad. So I said, I have to keep on reminding myself, you can't change people's attitudes really, or how they think about you, but it's really how you think about yourself. And to remind yourself, you're always going to have these individuals that will just really show you what they're really about. And that not even a COVID-19 crisis could wake them up, I see it really hasn't woken up anyone. But, hopefully time will change them, because if not, you just close those doors. Learn to love yourself, and learn that in the time of crisis, it's how you respond to these things. So for me, I wanted to get out and about with my little dogs, get that fresh, the breath of fresh air. See, that I could control. I could go out. So when truth reveals itself to you, always remember that what they are has nothing to do with what you are. You be your own personal best. Love yourself by doing good things to you, to your health. Treat your body well. Be around positive people. Watch your health. Get some exercise. And everything else. When you're set with yourself, you really are complete. People don't complete you. You complete yourself. So I thank you for watching. And yes, if you have any questions or you want to leave a comment, you just leave a comment below. Share this video with your friends and family members that you think would appreciate this type of video content. And to give me the thumbs up. And those of you who want to support this channel, you can give a donation to my PayPal me account. And I thank you again. Yes, my PayPal me is Spirit JNY, the initial J as in Jack, N as in Nancy, Y as in yes. The first name Spirit, SPIRIT, all one word. So I thank you again, and may you have a wonderful, wonderful, safe evening. Use wisdom with regard to your body, your health. Do what feels right for you. And don't forget to smile, okay? I thank you for this moment in time. Peace and love to you all. Bye-bye.